Elena Delle Donne is ready to jump back into the WNBA and help the Mystics win another title. The superstar opted out of the 2020 season, a season in which the Storm won it all the year after Washington did. Delle Donne coming back to a team that added another former league MVP in Tina Charles. Charles also opted out last season. The Mystics were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs last year, and with the season just a couple days away, the CBS Power Rankings have Washington as the fifth best team in the league. The 8-year veteran is set to begin her fourth season with the Mystics. Two-time MVP has made All-Star appearances in 6 of her previous 7 seasons. And joining us now on CBS Sports HQ, Elena Delle Donne, two-time league MVP. And let's talk about your road to recovery. Give us an update on how you're doing, and I'm sure you're getting ready for this weekend.
Of course, yeah. We're excited to start playing here. I'm still rehabbing and still doing some individual workouts on my own, but taking it day by day, and super excited that we finally have some games coming around the corner.
When you combine sort of the road to recovery and the issues you're dealing with rehab with a global pandemic, what are some of the challenges for you as an elite athlete to get back on track?
You know, it was actually tougher at the beginning of my recovery because COVID had just hit, and it was a time where we didn't know what was going on. I wasn't going into physical therapy because at that point we were in the full out shutdown, and now we're at a point where we're able to be in our facility. I'm able to work with someone daily. So right now it feels pretty normal, and I'm able to get the work in that I need to. I feel like with an injury, you end up spending way more time and hours in the gym, but it's good for me. I'm really starting to get an awareness of my body and what I need. That's going to hopefully get me back as soon as possible.
For sure. And getting back on the court is one thing. Physically, what about mentally? Do you worry about, because anytime you think about back, obviously it can happen and relapse once again, but mentally, where are you at with the back?
I'm doing really well mentally. I do a lot of meditation, and daily I go through meditation workouts that have been helping me to just stay present and try not to worry about things that have happened in the past or things that could happen in the future. So for me, it's all just about being here right now and doing what I can in the moment to get myself ready and to prepare for what's to come.
So whether it's you and I don't know, conversations you've had with your teammates, obviously players that opted out last year, whether it was due to health or just wanting to be safe in a global pandemic. This year coming into WNBA, a lot of the home arenas and such, do you guys feel good about the upcoming season?
Yeah, we feel great about the upcoming season. Most of our team is about to be fully vaccinated, so that kind of gives us a little bit of comfort as well. But I feel like through the bubble, through watching the NBA this year, we've kind of been able to see the kinks that need to be worked out and ways for us to play safely, and hopefully with more and more fans continuing to be able to enter the building.
Yeah, however limited, fans would be awesome to be able to cheer you guys on. All right, let's get to stuff on the court. Obviously, 2 seasons ago, you guys raised the banner, won the championship. One of the best offenses in league history. You guys shot the 3 very well. Coming into this year, how much do you think you'll be able to lean on that with some of the roster changes, which I'm sure we'll get to as well? What do you think about this year's team?
Yeah, it's interesting to think from 2019 to this year how different this team is. We will be playing the same basketball, and we have pieces of the puzzle to do that, and to obviously play fast, play with pace, get up threes when we want to. But we also have someone named Tina Charles who is a monster inside, so we're going to have to get her a ton of touches and looks. So, you know, the Mystics might look a little bit different, but I'm super excited to keep working the pieces of the puzzle. And obviously you want to be great at the beginning of the season, but you also know that you want to peak at the right moment, and it's going to be a process every day, just trying to keep getting better and better.
So you guys talked about Tina Charles, and you talk about Natasha Cloud. You guys have sort of got a big 3 going on. Depth may be a question mark coming into the season, but compared to Minnesota, Vegas, Phoenix, Chicago, you guys are right up there. How much will it take, or how long, I should say, will it take for you guys to gel? What's the chemistry been like so far?
Chemistry has been great. We're still trying to learn one another and like what people want, where their comfort zone is, where to get them the ball to get them going. So there's still that learning process, which we didn't have to do with the 2019 team because I felt like we've been playing together for so long. But that's the fun part of basketball. Like, it's always different. Things are changing. And I feel like we have an awesome off-court relationship that will make the on-court that much better.
I know most athletes don't care about preseason rankings or predictions and such, but you guys are a team that are right around a situation where a lot of people think you guys have the talent and the team to sort of win it all. Have you guys set any expectations for yourselves out the gate as you head into 2021?
We've really made it simple in getting better every day. For me, anytime I enter a season, the goal is always a championship. If it's not the goal, then I should probably stop playing. So, of course, that's what we want to come away with by the end of the season. But we know that the work has to be done every day to even put ourselves in a position for that to happen.
WNBA 25th season that we're getting ready for, 25 years. It's a quarter century. From what you remember from the very early stages of the league to what you're playing in now, of course, how have you seen the league grow?
I think even just from when I entered this league to today, the amount of eyes that we're getting on our game has grown. We're going to continue to become more and more visible to the public, and I think it's really only up from here. And I know people always want to like compare us to other leagues, but 25 years is still pretty young, and I feel like we're headed in the right direction on so many levels. So I'm excited to see the fan base continue to grow.
All right, Elena, a couple more things before I let you go. Team USA in the summer, what are you thinking here?
Got to come away with a gold. Simple.
Simple as that. And lastly, I see you've got some kind of documentary going on right now through YouTube. Was that sort of COVID inspired? How did that come about? Because I think that's only like 2 or 3 weeks old.
Yeah, it was a bit of a COVID inspired, a little bit of boredom, but also wanting to document going through my second back surgery and you know what it's like to kind of try to come back from that. So there's a mix of rehab and back stuff, but also just real life things that could either be fun, silly, or serious. So we kind of just have been recording ourselves and then putting the pieces together and getting episodes out weekly.
So you're going to be doing them weekly during the season as well?
You know, I don't know if we have enough footage to keep it going. So I know right now we have a few more episodes that we'll release, and then we'll have to make a decision from there what we're going to do next.
All right. It's called Beyond the Game, by the way. You can check that out on YouTube. Elena, appreciate the time. Stay safe, be well, enjoy the season. We'll see you this weekend. Thanks.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Two-time league MVP Elena Delle Donne joining us here on CBS Sports HQ. The WNBA opening night slate. It has the Liberty and Fever. We had Sabrina Ionescu talking about her debut there in this season after coming off an ankle injury that only had her play in 3 games. The Mystics, if you're interested, open the season Saturday against the Chicago Sky, one of Elena Delle Donne's old teams. That one tips off at 1 Eastern.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.